My name is Jared Moore. I'm an MD PhD student at the Amelia Lab, and I've been working here for about 2 years. My work is primarily focused on genetic cardiac diseases, in particular HCM, hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. And I am working to integrate mass spectrometry and systems biology to understand why certain individuals have poor clinical outcomes with this disease. When I first started, as with many lab experiences, there's that barrier to adjusting to the technology, adjusting to the lab environment, but I'm very happy to say here it's been very smooth. The transition from my medical studies as a med student to the PhD has been really great, and I've had great experiences with both the postdoc with Dr. Amelia and also with all the grad students. The energy from the lab members has been very, very amicable. Everyone understands that there's a challenge to getting into this field, and I've learned incredibly fast thanks to the structure of the lab and just generally how well I get along with everyone here. I've had great opportunities to collaborate both with clinician scientists, which is very important to me, as well as PhDs and MDs. And I believe that the Amelia Lab really gives you that edge in collaboration with respect to other groups that I've worked with. I've definitely had a lot of positive experiences. I've learned a lot from a lot of different people. I feel like I've been in the forefront of my respective field, and I really like my work. I love it a lot.
Hi, my name is Isabella Tersinovic. I'm a recent graduate from Boston University majoring in biochemistry and molecular biology. During my time at the CNSB, I have participated both in undergraduate research stipends as well as in this past year doing my honors research in my major through the lab. My main research has been in methods development, first in a thermal proteomic profiling, and then in these last 2 years really focusing more on the development of a spectral proteomics technique. This platform really focuses on the use of a spectrally sensitive fluorophore in tandem with expansion microscopy and imaging through highly sensitive microscopic techniques, including confocal microscopy, and the development of our custom dual system using both super resolution microscopy and single molecule spectrophotometry. Throughout my time at the lab, I've really been fortunate to learn a lot both about the conduct of research and of more advanced laboratory skills that I wouldn't have been able to take advantage of through my undergraduate academic courses. And I've been really thankful for how the lab has helped me structure scientific questions and develop concrete answers. And it's been one of the highlights of my undergraduate experience, and it's really helped me shape my goals and aspirations after graduating. And I'm very thankful for that.
My name is Jamie Zapata, and I am the administrative coordinator here at CNSB. Which means that I do the ordering of all of our lab supplies, I manage our service contracts, and I run our social media accounts on both Twitter and Facebook. This usually consists of doing interviews with our students and postdocs, writing about when we have grants, and sharing news of our social events. While I work full-time for CNSB, I am also a master's student at BU. So during this time, I have completed my master's in social work, and this fall I expect to complete my master's in public health. The lab here has just a really positive atmosphere. I really enjoy watching the students come through on rotation. I enjoy hearing about the research projects of the postdocs and researchers that we have. I feel like there's a really good sense of camaraderie in the lab. I enjoy all my interactions that I have with my colleagues, and they do feel like colleagues.
Hi, my name is Ahmed Youssef. I am a bioinformatics PhD student at CNSB. I've been with the lab for about 3 years now, and my research focuses on analyzing protein interaction networks and how they change in response to different experimental conditions. So for example, in one study we have in the lab, we grow E. coli bacteria under different growth media and we've been comparing how the protein interactions change in one condition to the other. The goal here is to develop targeted therapies that could allow us to work with diseases as complex as cancer even. In the Emil lab, we have a really nice working environment because as a systems biology lab, we have researchers from all sorts of different backgrounds. We have biochemists, we have microbiologists, we have bioinformaticians like myself, and so to be able to work with people across different fields has really allowed me to gain valuable research skills within different domains. One of the great things about working at CNSB is that we have quite the extensive network of collaborators, which has allowed me to work with a lot of diverse data sets generated from lots of different samples. We're really at the forefront of a lot of the most recent technological advancements in the area. And by being in Boston, we get to work with some of the leaders really in both the academic community as well as in the pharmaceutical and biotechnology industry. And aside from that, it's just fun being a member of the lab. We tend to meet up and have different social events, and it allows us to have a really nice, tight lab community.
My name is David Guarin. I'm a research assistant here at CNSB. Currently in the lab, I'm working on designing a workflow for a cellular thermal shift assay, which is basically an assay that allows us to monitor the drug-protein interactions on a proteome scale. And so we currently have some candidate antiviral compounds that could be potentially used for COVID-19. And so this is a bit of a deviation from my research interest. I'm actually interested in neurodegenerative disease. But I've learned a lot about how to set up a workflow from scratch, experimental design, data analysis, but also, kind of the timeline of research too. Things don't always work out the way you expect it to. And so it's been a very rewarding experience and challenging experience. But I think I've come out with the necessary tools to be successful. Like one of the things that I really like about the center is that there's a lot of senior scientists, with a lot of diverse research interests, and they're very nice and respectful and very welcoming, and they serve as mentors, not only in terms of helping figure out experimental design and troubleshooting your project, but also in terms of growing as a scientist and being able to communicate your science, and also helping you figure out how to advance your career. It's a very tight-knit community that we have here. It's kind of like a little lab family. Everyone here is very nice and welcoming. It's also rewarding because you're set up for success.